Aoyama, a high school student of Fujimi High, as usual, is cleaning his class. The girls are delighted to see him clean the class every day. A boy named Zaizan comes and tells Aoyama to come to training as it has been started. Before going onto the field, Aoyama washes his hand. The girls are impressed to see how much lather he can create. Zaizan gets fed up and tells him to come immediately. After the warm-up, Coach Miwa tells Zaizan about Aoyama being a germaphobe. And as a senior tells Zaizan to take care of him. He throws the bottle at Aoyama and tells him to drink. However, Aoyama just dodges it. Coach Miwa hands him a fresh bottle. And reminds Zaizan that she told him about Aoyama being a germaphobe. He cannot drink or touch anyone's things. At the training, Zaizan is frustrated to see Aoyama ignoring any physical contact with the ball. He gets angry because he thinks Aoyama doesn't take football seriously. He tells him to not act so spoiled and start to play as a team player. However, the other players get triggered because it is Zaizan who is the son of a wealthy businessman. He always wears branded shoes and comes in a fancy car. Whereas everyone else has to use the bus or the train. After training, Zaizan is heading towards the dressing room. There he notices a girl doing something with the dressing room door lock. Before he asks her anything, she flees. A few seconds later, Coach Miwa arrives. Zaizan shows his frustration towards Aoyama. He doesn't want to play with someone who doesn't take football seriously. The coach then shows Zaizan that inside the dressing room, it's Aoyama who is cleaning the balls. Every day after training he does it like a ritual. Because he is germaphobic, it must be difficult for him to participate in a sport like football. She tells Zaizan that Aoyama might be germaphobic, but for him, football is more important. A few players from Oshigami High School have come to Fujimi High for a practice match. One of the players, Thicc, just like Aoyama, was picked up for Japan's under-16 team. Zaizan, seeing Thicc approaching him, tries to shake his hand. However, Thicc snubs him and greets Aoyama. He tells Aoyama to not waste his time on this weak team and to join his school. However, Aoyama tells the reason he joined this school is that there is something unique here. Everyone wonders what is it. The game starts, and after a few minutes, Oshigami High is in the lead. For the first time, we see Aoyama making physical contact with the ball. He swiftly dribbles past everyone and scores the goal by nutmegging the goalkeeper. Zaizan is shocked and didn't think Aoyama was this good. Coach Miwa explains the reason Aoyama was able to score it because there was too much space given to him. So Aoyama didn't have to worry about getting dirty. It is something that will not happen often, but when it does, it is Aoyama's domain. After half-time, the score is Fujimi 2 and Oshigami 1. During the break, Thicc is impressed by Aoyama's skills and tells everyone to mark Aoyama from now on. The second half begins, and just as planned, Aoyama is surrounded. Fujimi High are finding it hard to score goals on their own. It starts raining. The last 10 minutes are remaining. And by now the score is 2-3 with Oshigami in the lead. Coach Miwa asks Zaizan whether Aoyama has an injury because he is not moving comfortably. Zaizan went to Aoyama to check. However, upon seeing that he just wants to avoid getting dirty, Zaizan gets pissed and tells Aoyama to get off the field if he is not serious. The game starts, and Oshigami is already in possession. Only 5 minutes are remaining. They try to score, but Zaizan blocks it. They try to attack, however Zaizan misses. In the nick of time, Aoyama converts that miss into a goal despite getting dirty. With that goal, the match ended. Zaizan is impressed and tries to hug him, but Aoyama dodges him. Thicc on the train wonders about the unique thing Aoyama was talking about. At the end of the day, we got to see that the unique thing was this. The next day after the practice, everyone went back to the dressing room, and as usual, they are delighted to find the room sparkling clean. However, Aoyama is not the one who did it. Because he would rather die than touch someone else's clothes. Inside his locker, he finds a small toy cat. Everyone seems worried. The captain asks everyone to check whether something valuable has gone missing. There isn't a thing gone missing. So from now on they decide to lock the room properly. However, the next day also the room is cleaned. And inside Aoyama's locker this time there is a big toy cat. The next day, a girl named Goto sneaks inside the dressing room. She starts to clean the room. She is the one who was sneaking inside every day and cleaning it. We go into the past and see Goto after noticing Aoyama finding it hard to touch a cat. She gives him a handmade cat toy she has made. She tells him this way you'll not find the cat scary. Before taking it, Aoyama tells her to clean it first. However, after that, she never had the strength to talk to him again. In the present, as Goto was about to leave, she is caught by Aoyama. In fear that he will think she is a creep, Goto starts crying. But, Aoyama approached, and gave her a better cleaning spray. He said, "This will help in better results." Aoyama tells her that he remembered Goto because of the weird face of the doll. Soon after, everyone from the football team arrives and realizes it is Goto who is doing all the cleaning. Goto begs and asks them to forgive her. She promises to not enter the room ever. After seeing how cute she is, everyone starts to beg the captain to let her stay. The captain tells her if she wants to do the cleaning she would have to become the manager of the team. Goto is happy and promises that she'll do her best. Everyone celebrates it. Inside Aoyama's locker, he finds a bigger cat toy. The next day, after the training, everyone goes to the dressing room. Seeing Aoyama's towel hanging by his locker, Tsukamoto starts to sniff it. Everyone is in shock. He tells them that it smells ridiculously good. So everyone starts to sniff it. Before leaving, Tsukamoto posts on his social media about the towel. The next day, during the practice, everyone takes their turns and uses Aoyama's towel. In the dressing room, they share how amazing the smell is. Even the seniors and the captain used it. Zaizan is shocked and wonders how this thing is normal. Goto hears it and now is worried about what she should do about it. The next day, holding a baseball bat with nails engraved in it, Goto protects Aoyama's towel from everyone. However, the post Tsukamoto shared started to spread throughout the school. Now every Aoyama fan wants to sniff it. No matter what. After Aoyama uses it, everyone tries to take the towel. However, Aoyama dodges everyone. Zaizan is pissed and tells everyone to get off the field and stop running behind for just a towel. With an annoyed face, everyone leaves. In the dressing room, a strong breeze flows and as a result, the towel starts to fall. However, Zaizan, who is there, catches it. He tries to control his urge but he finally sniffs it. It was an incredibly nostalgic and amazing smell. However, he is caught by Aoyama. He tries to explain the situation but, Aoyama, staring at Zaizan, tells him to throw that towel away and that he will never forget this scene. Everyone asks Zaizan to give them a treat since they have a match tomorrow against Takada High, as it will help them boost their strength. Aoyama was heading to his home but due to rain he also goes inside the restaurant and joins them. Inside it, a girl seems to stalk Aoyama. Takechi from Oshigami is also there. He again reminds them how worthless they are. He starts to flex his muscle and greets Aoyama. He asks him to join him. However, Aoyama refuses. After the order came, everyone is eating the steak except Aoyama. The next day, it is the match against Takada High. Zaizan is in a panic because the match is about to start and Aoyama still hasn't come. Aoyama is washing his hand. Kana, the girl next to him, is cleaning a bottle. However, Aoyama takes it and starts to clean it again. She is pissed because she just cleaned it. Aoyama tells her that it is dirty. Kana wants his help so she takes him to the storeroom. As they both go inside, she locks the door and tells him that he will not play today. She is the girlfriend of Takada High's captain. And because she was told this Aoyama guy is a difficult opponent, she is doing it. She blackmails Aoyama and warns him that if he tries to leave, she'll shout and tell everyone that he was forcing her. However, Aoyama gets dizzy and falls. He is not comfortable in closed dirty rooms. Goto came and saves Aoyama. She has every key to every lock in this school. He joins the game. With Fujimi High 2 goals behind, the game resume. Soon he scores their first game. Takada tries to foul Aoyama but he dodges everyone. He passes to Zaizan, which leads to their second goal. However, Aoyama is taken out by one of the defenders and has gotten dirty. After it, Aoyama is finding it hard to play well. The coach announces that only 5 minutes are remaining. Aoyama is alerted. As the captain of Takada High tries to score a goal, Aoyama came in front and blocks the shoot with his chest. He starts to dribble past everyone. The same defender who fouled him tries to foul him again. But this time Aoyama pushes him back. Passing everyone, he scores the third goal. The captain tells him that he thought Aoyama hated getting dirty. Aoyama replies the only thing he hates more than getting dirty is losing. After it, he scores 2 more goals. The game ends, with Fujimi 5 and Takada 2. Everyone tries to celebrate, however, he dodges everyone. The next day, on the basketball court, a girl named Mio is impressed to see how good Aoyama is at basketball. The players from the basketball team are too surprised. Mio, unlike Aoyama, is very awful. She asks how he can throw every ball into the basket. In reply, Aoyama says, by feeling it. Mio is amazed and decides to call him her master from now on. A girl named Sayaka is jealous to see Mio getting clingy with Aoyama. Basketball players surround Aoyama and tell him to stay away from Mio. However, Aoyama ignores them and starts cleaning the floor. A game between girls begins. Every boy is cheering for Mio, which makes some girls angry. Mio, with her incredible athletic skills, swiftly passes everyone. However, when she tries to shoot, she misses it every time. Using this opportunity, opponents score a few baskets. Some girls start to laugh at her. Because what's the point of being so tall if she can't even score? Mio gets a bit worried and remembers that if she cannot improve her shooting ability, she will lose her spot on the basketball team. She asks Aoyama what she should do. In reply, Aoyama again says, feel it. It seems Mio finally understands it as she tries to make a dunk. However, she misses it. But that didn't stop her. Using her instincts, she again tries to dunk, and this time she succeeds. She couldn't be happier. She thanks Aoyama and puts her hand on his shoulder. Everyone is in shock. Sayaka starts to scold Mio and tells her that Aoyama is a germaphobe. You cannot just touch him randomly. He doesn't like it. Mio apologizes. But it seems Aoyama is not affected by it. Everyone tries to touch him, thinking Aoyama has overcome his germophobia, but he dodges everyone. Everyone concludes that it means Aoyama is in love with Mio. Tsukamoto sees it and tells everyone. Soon rumor about them is spread throughout the school. Aoyama fans are depressed to hear it. They do have any strength left to cheer energetically. Goto is also in despair as she tries to compensate for what she's lacking. In the hallway, Mio greets Aoyama. However, he just leaves. Aoyama asks Sayaka whether she would shake his hand. Sayaka starts to glow like a tomato. She shakes his hand anyway. But soon, Aoyama collapses. In the class, a boy asks Aoyama to arm wrestle him. However, Aoyama bluntly refuses him. In the hallway, something is bugging Aoyama. He asks Mio to arm wrestle him. She accepts. In the class, while they are wrestling, Mio is looking dominant. However, as she tries to exert more force, her button just explodes. Her friend quickly covers her treasure and goes outside to fix it. Every boy shows their gratitude towards Aoyama for letting them see the eighth wonder. However, something is still bugging Aoyama. During the lunch break, Mio has forgotten her lunch and she is very hungry. Aoyama gives her a handmade lunch. Mio is delighted. In return, he asks her to make him a handmade lunch tomorrow. Everyone is frustrated to see how fast things are escalating. The next day in the principal's room, as promised, Mio brought the lunch. Since Aoyama cleans the room, he is permitted to eat his lunch in the principal's room. Aoyama grabs the food, however just before he eats it, basketball guys enter the room and snatch it. Aoyama asks Mio to come and cheer him on Sunday in a friendly game. She happily agrees. On the match day, after scoring a goal, Aoyama approaches Mio and asks for a high five. Every girl is shocked and tells Mio that it is not fair for her to date Aoyama. Mio clarifies that she and Aoyama are not dating. Everyone is surprised to know it. Every Aoyama fan is brought back to life and starts cheering for him as the misunderstanding is cleared. A new student, Umeya, joins the football team. He has never played football and asks everyone to kindly help him in learning it. Soon, the judo coach came running and asks Umeya why he left the judo club when he was so good. Ignoring what the coach asked, Umeya approaches Goto and requests her to let him carry the stuff. It was at this point, everyone understands that Umeya likes Goto. The judo coach is angry because Umeya left the club for a girl. He attacks Umeya, however, the coach is taken down by him. Everyone could see how passionate he is. However, everyone on the team feels bad for Umeya because Goto loves Aoyama. Zaizan gets pissed and tells Umeya to get back to the judo club if he is not serious. Goto is cleaning when Umeya approaches her. He tells her that he wants to help. Goto agrees and they both start to clean. Seeing Aoyama approaching, Goto with Umeya quickly hides. Aoyama start cleaning the same spot that Goto and Umeya were cleaning. Umeya asks Goto why she loves Aoyama so much. In reply, Goto says that she doesn't remember. It was something that just happened. Umeya understands it because this is how he also fell in love with Goto. He approaches Aoyama and tells him that the spot is already cleaned by Goto. Aoyama shows his appreciation and continues to clean it. Because he can't be comfortable unless he is the one who has cleaned it. Understanding the situation, Umeya promises Goto that he will make sure her feeling reaches Aoyama. The next day, Umeya invites Aoyama to a cat festival with him and Goto. Aoyama is excited. At the zoo, all of them arrive. Goto is blushing to know that she and Aoyama will spend some time together. Since the cat festival will start after some time, they plan to explore the zoo. Throughout the time, it is only Aoyama who is watching the animals. Umeya insists Goto to say something to Aoyama. However, she is just too nervous. As the cat festival begins, Mio is also there. She tries to greet Aoyama, however upon remembering their previous encounter she is a bit hesitant. Seeing Mio, Goto seems a bit sad. She feels inferior because Mio is prettier, energetic, and for one very obvious reason. Before leaving, Umeya tells everyone to do boating. While boating, Umeya tells Mio and her friend to not disturb Aoyama and Goto. Goto feels very inferior because since they have arrived she hasn't said anything and believes that instead of her, Mio would be much better. From afar, Umeya shouts and tells Goto to just says whatever is on her heart. After Umeya's encouraging words, Goto tells how much she enjoyed it and that she would love to do it again. Seeing that Umeya likes Goto, Mio's friend asks him the reason is he trying to set them up. Umeya replies that he just wants to see Goto's feelings reaching Aoyama. Even if it means he had to lose her. Because every couple is not destined to marry. The next day, Coach Miwa tells everyone that they will be going to a training camp. As it will help them in improving their mental and physical abilities. Zaizan volunteers to arrange the training camp. In Zaizan's house, Coach Miwa and Zaizan's younger sister, Karen discuss about the arrangement. The next day, everyone is prepared to leave for the training camp. But it seems a lot of extra people will be joining. Goto is worried because she can't find Aoyama. He is on the bus cleaning it thoroughly. Everyone is delighted to see how clean the bus is. On the bus, Goto is excited as she will be living under the same roof as Aoyama. They arrive at their destination. Everyone is stunned to see how luxurious the hotel is. They are excited to spend their time here. However, it is only for Aoyama. As Karen took into account his germophobia. And for the rest, it is a traditional Japanese inn. Everyone is disappointed. After changing, they all go to the beach. Coach Miwa explains that training in the sand will help improve their balance and stamina. Everyone started to feel more energetic as Mio with her friends has also come. The football team is divided into two separate teams. Soon the game begins. After a few minutes of play, the captain's ankle got twisted. As a result, Coach Miwa sent Goto to fill up his spot. Goto is excited to play with Aoyama and for this, during middle school, she bought a football to learn. Thinking she is just a girl, Kazuma tries to go easy on her. However, with her flick skill, Goto easily passes him. Everyone is shocked. And next, she dribbles past Tsukamoto and Taichi. Seeing her approach to the goal, Zaizan tries to stop her. But Goto intentionally falls. Everyone thinks it's Zaizan who fouled him and as a result, gets angry at him. He explains that he didn't even touch her. Even Coach Miwa is surprised to see when Goto learns this mischievous move. As the game resumes, it's Aoyama who faces Goto. Everyone is shocked to see Goto dribbling past Aoyama. However, Aoyama makes a successful tackle. Goto again intentionally falls. However, this time since Aoyama hit the ball first, it is not a foul. Aoyama tells Goto that he doesn't like these kinds of dirty plays. Goto is sad and apologizes. However, Aoyama tells her that he really liked her dribbling skills. Goto is very delighted to hear it. After it, everyone gets into the sea. As they try to go further, Zaizan is stopped by the wall in front of it. Karen explains to everyone that their training camp is built inside a dome. With the help of Zaizan Group's proprietary construction methods, they were able to mimic the actual conditions. After an exhausting day, everyone is back at the inn. It is time for dinner. Everyone expects the food to be of top quality. However, on seeing what it is, everyone is disappointed. Soon, a delicious aroma reaches everyone's nose. It is Aoyama who is cooking. After eating his food, everyone is finally satisfied. After the dinner, Karen tells everyone that next, they are holding a test of courage. Using the software, pairs are formed. In the haunted building, Zaizan is teamed up with Aoyama. He is freaking out, whereas Aoyama is being himself. As the ghost puppets start to appear, Goto takes out her bat and starts protecting Aoyama. Mio tries to catch up with Goto as she is paired up with her. On the other side, a faction of girls using this opportunity makes a plan to hug Aoyama. As they charge him, Aoyama elegantly dodges them and continues his cleaning. As the test is completed, the haunted building is transformed into a brand new building. Before going to bed, everyone makes sure to enjoy the night. Back at the school, after training, Zaizan is wondering who the woman was Aoyama earlier encountered. Since Aoyama never tells anything about himself, everyone is curious to know what kind of secrets he is hiding. As for the first thing, they all plan to follow him to find out where he lives. Zaizan is having a hard time carrying Thicc on his back. But because he lost in rock paper scissors, he is obliged to carry him. In the crowd, it seems they have lost sight of Aoyama. But fortunately, they find him. Aoyama jumps off with his bike. Everyone is amazed to know how did he manage to do it from such a height. Before Aoyama leaves, he stops and stares at them. As almost he is saying to not follow him. However, this makes them more curious and they start to follow him again. They notice him leaving a convenience store with a lot of food. After seeing him entering a house, without ringing the bell, they just barge inside. Because if they ask him, he will not let them enter anyway. Inside the house, Zaizan recognizes the person with whom Aoyama is Ibuki Seigo. He is a professional football player who signed with Spain's youth team. Zaizan asks, "Why are you in his house?" Ibuki explains that this is his house. After Aoyama lost to him in one-on-one, he promised to make dinner for him. Zaizan couldn't believe Aoyama lost to someone. The next day at school, seeing Aoyama leaving without training, Zaizan and Goto follow him. In Minami High School, Aoyama is with Takechi and the woman we saw yesterday after training. Zaizan and Goto finally arrive there. They are shocked to see Ibuki is one of the players of Minami High. Aoyama again challenges him on a 1v1. Goto is worried. However, Kurata tells her it will be fine as they both know each other well, as they have played together for the national team. The first round begins. Ibuki wins it. As the second round begins, Aoyama calls the challenge off as he notices Ibuki being a little off. At night, Aoyama again makes the dinner as per the deal. While eating, Ibuki explains the reason he was off today is due to a little argument with Kurata. After he put mayonnaise on the food Kurata had made as it was tasting very bad. She got angry and left the home. After hearing it, Aoyama suggests Ibuki to call her and to go on a date. Listening to Aoyama, the next day Kurata and Ibuki go on a date. At the bookstore, Kurata apologizes for getting angry. The food Kurata makes is well balanced, taking into account all nutritional values. And seeing Ibuki ruining it with the mayonnaise made her angry. As an apology, Ibuki gives Kurata a present that Aoyama gave him. Kurata is very happy to see Ibuki is finally starting to understand her efforts. However, it is a book on how to cook tasty food for beginners. Kurata gets angry and left. After winning the 1v1 against Aoyama, Ibuki is hungry. So, Kurata tells him to eat the food she has made if he wants to. Ibuki eats it enthusiastically. Kurata is glad to see Ibuki appreciating her food. However, Ibuki tells her that when you are hungry everything tastes good. This time Kurata explodes and leaves immediately. Aoyama wonders if everything would be okay. The next day after training, everyone is worried to see the scouts again. They believe Aoyama will join a stronger youth club to pursue his dream of playing in the nationals. The next morning, Zaizan is paying his respect at a grave with his father. We go into the past where he promises to score a goal for her mother as a present. Back in the present as he leaves, looking up at the sky, he promises her mother to definitely score in today's match. Before the match, Zaizan is looking at a photo. Behind him, everyone is standing. They ask who is the pretty lady in the photo. Zaizan stands up and tells them it's his mother. Coach Miwa calls everyone for the pre-match meeting. She tells them about how strong Karaishi High defenders are. Just with their strong defense, they manage to secure every win without conceding a single goal. If they want to breach the defense, Zaizan is very important. While she is giving details to the team, Zaizan looks a bit off. Tsukamoto wonders why Zaizan had a sad look when he said his mother's name. Kazuma tells them, at the morning he saw Zaizan with his father paying his respects at a grave. They think today is Zaizan's mother's death anniversary. So while Zaizan was in the restroom, Kazum tells everyone about Zaizan's mother. Everyone decides to give their best to cheer and support Zaizan in today's match. As the match begins, ball comes towards Zaizan. He jumps to receive it, however, he is taken down by one of the defenders. Aoyama is also not able to do much because of their anti-Aoyama defense strategy. Zaizan is again taken down, and as a result, Karaishi High are able to score a goal on the counter. At halftime, Fujimi High is losing. Zaizan is in front of a vending machine. We go back to the past when Zaizan is excited to tell his mother about his selection to the team. But was heartbroken when the butler tells him that her mother has gone to a faraway place. Back to the present, Zaizan is disgusted over his pathetic performance. The second half begins. Zaizan has the ball but is unable to pass the defenders. Coach Miwa wants Zaizan to use his aerial abilities. But it seems Zaizan is scared. Karaishi High scores another goal from a corner. Aoyama tries to dribble past everyone but he is surrounded by too many defenders. Zaizan scolds Aoyama for not passing him. Aoyama tells him that in his current state, there is no point in giving him the ball. Zaizan wonders what Aoyama meant by this. Karaishi High has the ball. They know about Aoyama's last 5-minute transformation. And that is why they want to score as many goals as they can before it. As they try to score another goal by defeating Zaizan in the aerial duel. Just before the edge of the line, Aoyama saves it. However, Aoyama is greatly affected by the stains. Seeing how rubbish Zaizan is playing, Aoyama bluntly tells him to substitute himself if he doesn't want to win. Zaizan is pissed to hear it and gets back to his senses by hitting his head on the goalpost. The defenders are happy to know Aoyama is dirty because now his movements are dull. Using this opportunity, Karaishi High tries to score again. But this time, it's Zaizan who blocks it. With only 5 minutes remaining, they must score. But because Zaizan is at his limit, it is difficult for him to play any longer. Fujimi High has the ball, but due to an inaccurate pass to the captain, they are worried that the golden chance will miss. However, Aoyama quickly recovers the ball. He swiftly dribbles past the defenders and passes it to Zaizan. As Zaizan tries to reach, his legs are at the limit. He sees his mother cheering for him from the stands. Gathering all the strength, he scores it. After it, Aoyama scores 2 more, and with this Fujimi High won the match. After the match, everyone is pissed because Zaizan fooled them into thinking his mother is dead. Zaizan tells them his mother went to do social welfare work in other countries. And she was so devoted, she forgets that almost 5 years have passed. They ask him about paying respect at the grave. Zaizan tells them he was paying respect to his ancestors. It's his father's ritual to do it every morning before going to work. Seeing her son's goal, she is really happy. She hugs him. And soon a helicopter arrives. This time she goes to Brazil. In the evening, after Aoyama had a talk with the scouts, everyone asks him about his decision. Aoyama replies, "Well, obviously I told them no. Because I like white uniforms which only this high school wears." Everyone couldn't believe his sense of reasoning. Consider liking and subscribing this channel if you enjoyed the recap. Have a wonderful day ahead.